Hey everyone, this is Lilium here with you. And tonight, I wanted to make a video that is a bit more close up and personal about, things that I haven't really shared with you guys. And we could choose to call them, my secrets. It is not to be understood as secrets and, like I want to hide it. I certainly want to share some more personal stuff with you. And I hope that you will find it interesting and relaxing at the same time. So, as you may notice, I got quite tanned, and I'm also wearing bronzer, ATM, but I really I got a lot of sun lately because in Denmark the weather has been quite amazing. So I got my D vitamin covered, I should say. So I think for the part, that I'm gonna begin on now, that I'm gonna have to whisper, and I'm gonna try to make it as, quiet and, not inaudible, but that it is quite a, quiet video for relaxing, for triggering ASMR, because I'll be speaking very, very close to your ears, just like this. And you might also hear feel my breath on the microphone a little bit. For me, it is quite a trigger when it's almost like people are, like they're breathing in my ear as they're speaking. I'm sorry if some of you guys don't find it relaxing, but then I have plenty other videos that you can check out. So, let's begin. So, as you might notice right now, I've put the microphone very close to my mouth so that it can pick up all the sounds that I make. I truly hope you will enjoy this. So let's start with the first thing. My first, secret is that I'm actually a little bit of a nerd. I love playing computer, and I also used to play a lot of PlayStation. I don't have a PlayStation anymore, but I very much have a computer where I play different games on it. Mostly I play League of Legends, and I also used to play Sims. It's quite fond of The Sims. to share with you about myself is that I really love to shop. Like, I like to go out to shop. I like to wine and dine out in a nice restaurant, having a good time, being spoiled a little. I guess that's a way for me to also treat myself nicely, is to go out to buy myself something. It doesn't have to be clothes per se. It could also be a new shower curtain, something that I'm happy about, because I also really like to spend money on my interior, the interior design of my home. So I like for things to look good, smell good, and there's harmony in things. So, but I spend money quite quickly, a little too quickly, and I've actually been kind of bad at spending too much money that I didn't have. And but I'm older now, and I'm more sensible. So my another thing that I really, really love and is to watch online series. So I have Netflix, and this is God-given. Like, before I had Netflix, I don't know what I spent my life on. I'm just kidding. But I do watch a lot of online series, and I still have a ton to go through. So my favorite one so far has got to be Breaking Bad. It is an amazing series, and at one time it's realistic, and at one point it's of course a bit unrealistic. Also, the ending is, when I think about it, it couldn't end any differently after everything that Walt had put himself through, the main character. So, and then I watched the L Word, which I in the beginning thought was a little stupid, because it's not realistic at all. It's kind of kitschy, and but you get sort of thrown into this drama in Los Angeles with these lesbians, and it's just, I found myself just craving more and more. It's like dramatic, sultry, and everything at once. So it's a really good series. Then what else did I watch? I watched American Horror Story. The first two seasons. And I loved it. Definitely season 2 was the best so far. It was really twisted, and I love that. I love the psychological twists, and it was really exciting. So yeah, then today I finished watching The Walking Dead, which I also loved. series if you're into the whole zombie apocalypse thingy. So if you're into that stuff, watch The Walking Dead. You'll love it. And like I think, yeah, I also watched Orange is the New Black. It is humorous and serious at the same time. I love that too. It's just like, so far I've only seen one season because they weren't uploaded anymore, so I have to wait a little more for the next season, sadly. But yeah. So that's some of my favorite series. This may come off as a little strange or something, but I really love to observe people when they do things. You know, when I'm sitting, for example, at a bus stop or something, and I watch the world around me just, you know, turning and turning. Everyone going places. How people look, and you know what they're doing. I find it interesting, and I like to imagine, you know, how do their home look? What's this person's story? How did they get here? You know? Yeah. How is their voice? How does it sound like? Or if they don't talk, and that sort of thing. I like it. Also, I find that for me there is something just soothing and magical, kind of, about train rides and also bus rides, especially if I get the back seat of the bus and I can sit there in peace and quiet and look out the window and, even, listen to a video on my phone or just music. I made it into a habit when I was in school that I just every day the bus would come and pick me up. I would be so happy because I loved the ride home. Even if the bus ride took like 45 minutes, I enjoyed it. It was my free space away from everything, where I didn't have to do anything. I could just sit, let my thoughts go, just let everything, I didn't have to think about anything for that period of time. So, yeah, also trains have the same effect on me. It's like you're forced to wait until you are at your destination. And in that time, you can do nothing but wait. And I've learned to appreciate that time so much that I just love it. I'm sure that when I get a car, I'll also enjoy that. But it's different than with a train, or because in a car you have to pay attention, of course. So roses, and especially the yellow roses. They're very fragrant, and I love that smell. It brings me right back to my childhood, because I remember my grandparents, they had a big house, and they had a long driveway, and it would seem endless to a small child. And all the way from beginning to end of this, this little road they had, they would be filled with roses of all colors, and the smell was just mind-blowing. It was so fragrant and fresh and sweet. And the sun would beam its rays down on the roses. They would smell so heavenly that I had to, every time I visited, I had to smell all of the roses, or as many as I could muster. And that's why roses are why they're so sweet to me in more than one sense. And lastly, I wanted to also explain or tell you guys how making videos is something I also really enjoy. It is, it's changed me in a good way. It has given me more confidence to know that other people like what I do. And I can thank all of you for that. And I just want you to know I'm very grateful that you want to listen to me. It means everything. And that I have so many loyal people who come back to me, and it's worth more than I can say. And it gives me peace. That I can help others to relax, even when sometimes I'm not able to relax myself. I've always been a person who wants to help